Good evening, Blue Devils fans, and welcome to Blue Devils basketball on the LTU Sports Network. From Don Riddler Fieldhouse on the campus of Lawrence Tech University, it is the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils taking on the Crusaders of Great Lakes Christian in a non-conference matchup. Hello, everybody. I'm Jan Booger here with you on the call. Alongside me, John Snow. And before we get to all things, John Snow will tell you about a great announcement.
Yes, also tonight we are celebrating a special birthday, that being Andrew Herrick, the Assistant Athletic Director here at Lawrence Tech. Andrew runs a very, very close-knitted athletic squad here of the staff at Lawrence Tech. So we want to wish a happy birthday to Andrew Herrick, Assistant Athletic Director.
All right, so of course, last game for LTU, they dominated against U of M Dearborn, where Cameron Evans scored a season-high 21 points coming off the bench. Of course, the Blue Devils are now on a 4-game winning streak. Coming into tonight, they have won 6 of the last 7. Meanwhile, Great Lakes Christian coming off of an 89-83 loss to Grace Christian, also on Wednesday. But before then, they had to take on Kuiper in an 86-65 loss. And, of course, one of the key players on that side is Kevin Wright Jr., who averaged almost 15 points per game. So we are on their way here at Blue Devil Stadium. And the Blue Devils get things going here with Nathaniel Ward. Kicks it out. Here comes Alejandro Gonzalez. Three-pointer is made. Put the goose egg off the board, and the Blue Devils get things early.
Well, you're going to see a lot of that. This team shoots the three ball with the best of them and most of any team in the whole country, so they rely on their three ball.
Of course, Kevin Wright Jr. on the ball. Of course, like we mentioned, averaging almost 15 points per game. Darian Banks takes it out. Here comes Jalen Winters. Jalen Winters driving out to the paint. Couldn't get to it. Picked up by William Day and couldn't connect, but William Day will head to the line.
Yeah, one thing about Great Lakes Christian, this team knows how to score, and they are ultra aggressive, both defensive and offensive. They're averaging over 80 points a game, which is some of the best the Blue Devils have seen most all year.
Of course, Naquan Day Williams, a 6'6" senior from Columbia, Maryland, puts up the first of 2 free throw attempts. He averages 12 points per game. And of course, coming into today, averaging 68% from the free throw line, which he connects on the second one.
So for Lawrence Tech, they got to be able to control the basketball very well, because this Great Lakes team on defense, whether they're either a man or zone, they pressure hard.
Here comes Eric Doney, back to Doney in the paint. Gets it on Alejandro Gonzalez. Can he get another one? Bingo for Alejandro Gonzalez. Olé it is.
It all starts with ball movement, and Josh Pickens, as the head coach, the ball's got to talk. And you saw about 5 different passes before they kicked out to the corner. If they get the ball moving, they can get off the shots.
So right now, this is a 4-point lead for the Blue Devils. But what a response by number 55, Macaulay McCombs, who is impressive as of today. Of course, averaging 4 points per game. Doney, long three-pointer, goes up short, and will roll out of bounds for a Crusaders ball.
Yeah, Doney, for Aaron Doney, is definitely one guy in which Lawrence Tech, they got to get going, because he's been averaging just underneath double-digit points a game. He still shoots the three ball. That's been his bread and butter. He just got to keep shooting it. Eventually they will fall.
Crusaders, of course, 9-7 overall, 4-1 in their conference. At the shot by three-pointer, couldn't connect. Here comes another try and connects it home. Darian Banks, the Southfield native, and then we get an early timeout on the Blue Devils.
Yeah, a quick 30-second timeout, and Josh Pickens did not hesitate because they did not get the defensive boards. There was no box out. That ball should have been picked up by Lawrence Tech, and when Josh Pickens saw that, he immediately went right to the bench. They're going to see Blake Lund and Cameron McEvans out early on. We're not even 3 minutes in, and they're going to instantly make some subs. So Josh Pickens, he relies on quick action, ball movement, and open shot takes. So therefore, he wants action, and he wants it now.
So right now it is a 2-point lead for the Crusaders with 17:53 to go. And of course, one thing we got to mention is that, of course, the Crusaders are now on a 2-game losing streak. But before then, they won 3 straight. So the Crusaders are definitely impressive as they go along there in the season. So right now, the Blue Devils ready to go to work with Beavers. Here comes Nathaniel Ward. Beavers around the perimeter. Gives it over to Nathaniel Ward. Think about 3 for a moment. And Nathaniel Ward cooks it up, heaves it over, and pulls up short. And the rebound by the Crusaders. Here comes Jay Williams. Jay Williams finds McCombs. Now here is Kevin Rice Jr. Jay Williams, left side of Gore, gets it over, and she puts it home. And now a 4-point lead for the Crusaders.
It's all about a drive right there. On a mismatch, they had McEvans. This is where Lawrence Tech goes guard heavy, so the size advantage goes to their opponents most of the time this year.
Here comes the 3-point shot, and what a finish there by Alejandro Gonzalez. 3 straight threes now for Alejandro Gonzalez.
And that's a tight window. He's a tall guy, 6'6". He's not afraid to do those tight window 3-ball shots.
And now the Crusaders ready to go to work. McCombs kicks it out. Here comes Wright Jr. in the paint. Gets it going. Floats it over. Gets it off the glass. And a foul being called. And it looks like it's on the Blue Devils.
Yeah, they're going to get Gonzalez underneath, or make that Blake Lund rather. 12 for a block underneath. It was way late after the shot, so and of course a lot of confusion there.
So Kevin Wright Jr. will head to the line for his first try. Gets it on the first one.
60% so far. He's been averaging about 2 to 3 chances from the line this year, so he doesn't get fouled a whole lot. So therefore, he doesn't get to shoot this one very often.
Of course, Kevin Wright Jr. was 2 for 4 against Kuiper, and he couldn't connect on the second try. So the Blue Devils down by 2, with a little over 16 and a half to go. Ready to get things going. Nathaniel Ward, defended by McCombs at the baseline. Couldn't retrieve it. Ward, and gets deck, and the Blue Devils get things going there, and looks like we'll get a good ball, and the Blue Devils will keep things going from the baseline. Beavers 3-pointer. Blue Devils get their lead back.
They shoot their way out of a deficit one way or another. That's just how they do it.
Of course, Brandon Beaver averaging nearly 19 points per game coming into tonight. At the 3-point try, couldn't connect from Darian Banks. Here comes Gonzalez. 3 straight threes so far tonight, 9 points. Here is Kevin McEvans, like we said, 21 points coming off the bench against U of M Dearborn. Zigzag move, and Evans couldn't connect. And it's picked up by Darian Banks, the 5'10" guard junior from right here in Southfield.
A lot of Southfield natives amongst both squads, and a lot of Detroit natives as well.
Here comes Jay Williams, couldn't connect it on the try, and Brendan Beavers will get things going for the Blue Devils. Lund at the perimeter. Lund, 3-point try, no. And it's picked up by Wright Jr., 6'2" point guard from Memphis. Going to the lane and gets called for the foul.
They're going to get Beavers on the hold just to try to stop the momentum of the play. But again, Blake Lund, he had a window at first and then stepped up a bit and saw the officials. Fro was actually on the line, so if it would have gone in, it would have been a long 2.
So Wright Jr. from Memphis, Tennessee will head to the line for the second time. 1 for 2 and makes it 2 for 3.
Another thing about Cameron McEvans, you mentioned season high, 21 points, but actually his best high was actually the game before against Cleary where he dropped 33 off the bench. Probably his best outing, and talking to Josh Pickens, McEvans has been their most consistent shooter all year round.
Wright Jr. connects it on the second try. of course, one thing we mentioned, Cameron Evans. How about Alejandro Gonzalez picking up a double-double in the last game against U of M Dearborn? 12 points and 10 rebounds. That's a whistle being called, and it will stay with, no, actually it will go with the Blue Devils. So looks like we'll get a timeout.
This will be our first media timeout, so we'll step aside for the moment.
So it's a 1-point lead now.
Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
Chevy Silverado has what it takes to do it all. With a TurboMax engine and a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Any truck can help you make a living. This one helps you build a life. Chevy Silverado.
Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for $299 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Right now it's a 1-point lead now with 15 minutes to go here in the first half of play. The Crusaders leading 13-12 over LTU. And Aaron Dolney will inbound the basketball to Brendan Beavers. Here comes Giannis. Back to Beavers. Top of the key, finds Giannis. Floater! Couldn't get to it. And the offensive rebound couldn't shift away. And here comes Kevin Wright Jr. He'll find Jalen Johnson. Wright Jr., pump fake to the baseline. And trying to connect it was Dawson Grizzle.
Yeah, Grizzle a little bit too strong with the finish. He really had to work over Yanulsis.
Easy finish there for Brandon Beavers.
Look at that transition. He went right hand to left hand when he was well underneath the glass. That's just agility and working both sides.
Of course, Beavers scored 18 points along with 8 rebounds in the game against U of M Dearborn back on Wednesday. Wright Jr. defended by Giannis. He will find Banks. Long joins a fray. Wright Jr. at the left side. Floater, 2 on the shot, couldn't get to it, and Brandon Beavers will pick it up for LTU. Giannis back to Beavers. Trying to get things going. Donnie goes up short. Giannis able to pick it up. Donnie will guy again. This time he connects.
If it don't fall in the first time, you keep on trying. And for Dolney, that's just the momentum that he needs.
Yes.
Once he starts to make one, he'll just keep shooting it.
Always take a second chance there. Nicely done for Aaron Dolney. Averaging nearly 11 points per game. And a traveling call, and it's going to be on Great Lakes. Darian Banks is the guilty party.
That was very tough because for Banks, he had to run for a double team, and he almost kind of baited Lawrence Tech. He had Beavers and Dolney on like a simultaneous elevator screen, and yet he kind of tripped up. But instead of getting the foul call, he basically got the travel call against him.
So 2 players coming on. I see Gabe Montez, number 4 for Great Lakes. Stripped away. Giannis able to pick it up. Giannis defended by William Day. Giannis to the hoop, couldn't get to it, and gets called for the foul.
Yeah, right there. They were looking for the inside front door cut, and he was trying to get it to Blake Glenn on a run, and therefore Darian Banks stuck his hand out and able to deflect it. But give credit to Yanulsis for not giving out the play, and now he's going to pay off at the line.
Yeah, Giannis Yanulsis from Greece started every game so far this season. We'll head to the line for the first time. Getting connected on the first try here.
No, he's athletic for a big man. At 6'7". He can shoot the 3 ball when needed, and he can definitely shoot from way beyond, and yet he is very agile inside the paint.
Averaging nearly 47% from the free throw line, and he connects it on the second try. And so Alejandro Gonzalez comes back on for Giannis. Hopefully he can take a breather. So right now it's a 5-point lead for the Blue Devils. Under 13 minutes to go. Banks gets it around. Here comes Jalen Johnson. He gets tripped, and it's a traveling call once again on Darian Banks.
Jalen Johnson
Actually,
took
Jalen Johnson, yeah, pardon me.
Took a nasty spill right there. You hope he didn't turn an ankle or something. That's the worst kind.
Jalen Johnson able to walk off, and Kevin Wright Jr. will head back on.
No, but give credit to Aaron Dolney. He did not crouch over. He kept his hands straight up and able to stay with it on the shuffle. Because when you're defending a hard drive to the basket, you cannot allow yourself to be trailing from way in front. You got to stay with them at one consistent pace.
McEvans, three-pointer is good. Cameron McEvans puts it right on the money right here.
That's one. There's no how many more to come. McEvans can be that consistent and that stable.
Remember, 21 points coming off the bench in Wednesday's game against U of M Dearborn. And Banks couldn't get the handle. Now blocking foul.
Yeah, they're going to get Aaron Dolney this time, even though you see Aaron Dolney, his hands are straight up. But most of the time, if you have your hands straight up and you still run into him, it's still going to be a block 9 times out of 10 for most officials.
So right now it is Darian Banks heading to the line. He was a college freshman of the year, all-conference honorable mention, and a second-team all-conference player. And according to he started every game since November 4th, 2023. Started against Kuiper when he scored 15 points along with 2 rebounds and 5 assists. And he scores on the first try.
Interesting enough about their head coach, Elijah Kess. He is a former player in his own right from graduating in 2021. And we see a lot more now this day and age, these athletes just coming out of the playing days and into the coaching routine.
And of course, Bank couldn't connect on the second try. Of course, Elijah Kess is the interim head coach for the Crusaders of Great Lakes. Gonzalez able to turn. Finds Blake Long to the hoop. And couldn't connect it with Aaron Dolney. Crusaders able to get through. To the baseline is Rasheed Dyson. Three-point try. Couldn't connect from Darian Banks. And here comes Blake Long for LTU. Blake Long, of course, played every game so far this season. Gonzalez finds Beavers, defended by Kevin Wright. Beavers too strong on the backside, and it was last touched by Gonzalez. So it will go Great Christian Lake's way. And Makai McCombs.
Yeah, one thing for Lawrence Tech is that the offensive rebounds have not been on their side this year. They're currently at the bottom of the conference within the last 3 in terms of offensive rebounds. The defensive boards, they get more times than anybody else within the top 5. It's just the offensive boards in which have not been the most consistent.
So Josh Pickett hopefully to get this team improved with all the defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds as well. Montez goes for it. Goes way wide, and here comes Aaron Dolney, the Australian 6'3" junior guard. Here comes McEvans. Able to slip through. McEvans finds Nathaniel Ward for the easy deuce. And a timeout on Great Lakes Christian with 10:50 to go.
They're going to take a full timeout here, but that was just a great look. First, the drive inside to the paint by McEvans, and then looking for that front door and backside cut. And that's just basically leaving the gap wide open. You draw the defense in. This is how Lawrence Tech operates. When they drive to the basket, they either finish it or they or they crash in with the defense, and then they kick out for the 3 ball. And McEvans, he didn't have to kick out because he had Ward on his trail right behind him for an easy layup.
So right now it's a 9-point lead, 23-14 in favor of LTU. with 10:50 to go. If you're just joining us here, I'm Jan Booker alongside John Snow. We got a good matchup here coming up here. It's a non-conference matchup. Of course, LTU will get a chance to get back into conference play when they take on Aquinas on Wednesday night.
No, definitely going back into conference play. Lawrence Tech has won 4 straight conference games, and just to get that mix in there, especially a great team like Great Lakes Christian averaging 80 points plus per game. But yet, here's another interesting fact for tonight. If Lawrence Tech gets a win tonight, that'd be 13 wins in the season. That would match the modern era back in 2019, and they also reached 13 wins to finish out last year.
And, of course, the Blue Devils won 6 of the last 7 coming into tonight. So right now, they are in a good spot right now with a 9-point lead, under 11 to go. Kevin Wright Jr., the 6'2" senior point guard from Memphis, Tennessee, will inbound the basketball. Jalen Winters will get things going for the Crusaders. Hoops it over. Jay Williams, now here comes Gabe Montez for 3, and he puts up his first points of this game.
Yeah, Gabe Montez, sophomore guard out of East Lansing. That's a great program out there. One of the best high school programs in that whole Lansing area.
And, of course, we see some transfers here. At Nathaniel Ward picks up the response. And right now it's an 8-point lead for the Blue Devils. But like we said, of course, for Great Lakes Christian, they have some players that have been transferred from other colleges.
Definitely. You got to work within the transfer system. As you see.
Winters with a 3-point try. And the deficit is now down to 6. And here comes Shamar Matthews with his first action of the ball.
Yeah, this Great Lakes team, they know how to shoot it from inside the arc and outside.
Donnie with a 3.
This is basically a shootout right now. I mean, Great Lakes, they're going to stay within this, whether it's from beyond the arc or inside the arc. And Lawrence Tech, like they always do, they're going to shoot their way and to keep their lead up.
What a sequence we got here so far. Day Williams tried his luck for 3. Couldn't get to it. Defensive rebound picked up by Nathaniel Ward. Shamar Matthews, of course, averaging have played in the last 8 games, including Wednesday's game against U of M Dearborn. Played 17 minutes, picking up 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. McEvans, defended by Montez. McEvans going to the lane, and he scores.
That's a tight window for a lane right there, but McEvans, very agile, very athletic. Definitely kept his guard up.
Winters tried to go for 2. His foot was inside the perimeter. And Shamar Matthews will pick it up for LTU. Stripped away. And it looks like it's going to be the last touch off of LTU.
Yeah, Matthews, he may have gotten some contact, but it was on the body. Therefore, the ball touched his knee, according to the official nearby the scorer's desk. He basically made the right call right there.
So right now, the Crusaders will inbound the basketball. They're down by 11 in this game. 8:38 to go here in the first half of play. Kevin Wright Jr. now, who has 3 points tonight. We'll find Day Williams. Kevin Wright once again, and he makes it look easy.
Again, it's just throwing caution at the win, and you got to have aggressive drives to do that. Make contact, throw it up for grabs.
Donnie Wilm downtown comes up short. That was a great effort there from Aaron Donnie.
He's not afraid to shoot that. He's not afraid to shoot from any distance.
No doubt about it. Winters picks up Kevin Wright Jr. Now Day Williams. And it was last touched by Nathaniel Ward, so it will stay with Great Lakes Christian.
Yeah, when going up for it, he had his back turned. He didn't get himself turned around to watch where the ball was going, but he had to go up with his man in order to knock it down and keep this at least within an inbound play instead of giving up the board.
So Alejandro Gonzalez comes back on. He got 9 points tonight, all of them from 3-pointers. Day Williams will find Kevin Wright Jr. 3-pointer, couldn't connect. And it's picked up by Cameron McEvans.
Lawrence Tech is currently 7 out of 11 from 3-point range. That is a good percentage to work out with.
And looks like it hit off the back iron.
Hit off the extension right there along with the
extension.
wire. So make that 7 out of 12 right now. But still, their percentage is within the top 3 amongst the conference, and basically their attempts are some of the best in the country.
So right now the Blue Devils are definitely really good on three-point tries. Well, let's see what the Great Lakes Crusaders have there. Here comes McCombs. Kevin Wright Jr. Stripped away, and that's intercepted. Brandon Beavers, 1 against 3, finds McEvans. And we got a foul, looks like away from the play.
There's actually the official stopped play because the shot clock did not reset.
Oh, okay.
So therefore, when it's a shot clock operation error, they have to stop play in order to get it fully reset.
So Blake Long comes back on. And there it is, 20 now on the, no, actually 23 on the shot clock. Getting the numbers confused. Brandon Beavers will inbound the basketball. Nathaniel Ward will get to it. Oh, and Aaron Doney couldn't get the handle on it from the baseline.
That's what they wanted to do, though. It was a good look. Just the pass was a bit far ahead. Josh Pickens is liking the effort, and that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to work back door and front door. That's first backside cut attempt in which they've tried in this game so far. Hopefully they keep trying to look for that because that's just another weapon to have at your disposal.
It was a good try now for the Blue Devils. But let's see what the Crusaders have there. Wright Jr. Joining forces there. Here comes A. Williams. And a foul there on Great Lakes.
It's actually against Lawrence Tech, and they're going to get Gonzalez. Gonzalez, he had tight coverage as Wright Jr. was cutting across, and a second foul on Gonzalez. And it's very tough to keep up, but yet his hands were right nearby his stern. He's got to get his hands more up and wide in order to really close off the lane ahead.
So 5 fouls now for the Blue Devils, 2 more, and Great Lakes will get the bonus. 6:33 to go here in the first half of play. Nice combination, right? Here comes A. Williams. Oh, good work. Dyson. Dyson will head to the line.
They're going to get Dolney because Dolney came from behind him. A very risky move right there to try to swat it away. Did not get any balls, so that's second foul on Dolney. But did you see the elite ball movement? Literally over guys. It is quick action.
That was a great passing combination for the Crusaders now. But right now we see Dyson, the 6'4", junior forward from Chicago, head to the line, and he couldn't connect on the first try. And Kevin Evans will head back on. Rasheed Dyson, of course, also a transfer from Kellogg Community College. He started in the last 6 games, including against Kuiper, where he scored 6 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist at the second try was missed. McEvans finds Giannis. Ward to Lund. Long zigzagging there and gets called for the foul. Blake Long with a 3-point play.
Blake Lund, he gets a lot of credit for his aggressiveness and also for his defense. He's not going to score a whole bunch, and yet he'll throw down a couple of points, but this is the kind of elite plays that he can provide, and that's just a great drive. Feeling the pressure, when he lands, he uses momentum into his defender and able to get a clear shot and a finish.
Blake Long nearly averaging 7 points per game, and he connects it there for the Blue Devils. So right now, it is a 12-point lead for the Blue Devils as we approach the final 6 minutes of the first half. Montez. Zigzagging over. Jay Williams will find Dyson. On the turn, Wright Jr. Dyson will get it once more. He'll try a 3-point try, and he scores.
That's just the aggressive ball movement. We see it on both sides. These two teams know how to move the basketball with great control. Very few turnovers in this game, which is great to see on both ends.
Long, wide open, 3-pointer. Going to get to it off the back iron. And it will go to Great Lake Christian. Oh, wait a minute. It's going to LTU. I thought it was going to go to Great Lake Christian.
They said it went off of Williams Day down there. And yeah, this call's going to stand. So Lawrence Tech catches a break.
So Brandon Beaver find Nathaniel Ward. Quick, easy finish there. Beavers to Ward.
That was quick, and they just caught Great Lakes off off balance and off Wittard.
Wright Jr. gets it. And what's happening here? Looks like LTU was upset with the call, I believe. And that will put Great Lakes in the bonus. It looks like we'll get a timeout.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
It was very, very slow developing right there. So basically what Pickens did, he came out on the floor, he called a timeout. I guess the officials didn't give it to him right away. But they counted the basket on an aggressive, and I mean aggressive drive by Kevin Wright Jr. He was up there and he got the pressure and he got the foul called. And this may be within double digits, under double digits, but still, this is a lot closer game. And for both teams, shooting a wide range of three-pointers. Great Lakes 4 out of 11, Lawrence Tech 7 out of 13. Still with higher above their season average right now at 34.5.
That's a good thing there for the Blue Devils, who are now 12-7 overall, 9-5 in the conference. Kevin Wright Jr. will head to the line.
Another thing also to point out, the amount of turnover was only 5 total between these two teams, and we're just 5 minutes left in the first half.
Kevin Wright Jr. 3 for 4 tonight, and he connects it. And you're right there, John, of course. The bucket did count, but Josh Pickens was calling a timeout then before then. There was a foul, of course, on Giannis as well for LTU. That was his first, so that will put Great Lakes in a bonus. McEvans on the turn, finds it and gets it, and the foul! Cameron McEvans gets it done, and he'll head to line to shoot one more.
The Southfield native is getting it done, not just with the three ball, but with his aggressive drive. This is now the 5th time tonight that we've seen that drive inside the paint, and just his creativity at the last minute. This is what's getting the ball. This is what's getting the ball in the hoop.
Cameron McEvans averaging 76% from the free throw line, and he connects it there.
I mean, at the rate in which he's going the last 2 games, and if he puts up another stellar performance tonight, he could get WAC Player of the Week.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Right now to the baseline, right, blocked! And that is on Nathaniel Ward. Here comes Beavers. Will find Blake Long. He'll try a three-pointer, and he's got it!
Smooth as butter, Blake Lund. He had all day. He had a lot of space. That's just blown coverage. And there's the hustle.
Oh, nice hustle. It's a break. Here comes Big Beaver. Stuxo!
It all starts with Blake Lund. This is what he's known for off the bench. And we get another takeaway.
Here comes another break. Here comes LTU on the rush. Beavers! Yes! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
What a sequence. That is a 9-point run. That is basically double-digit run right there in the best of fashion. First, the steal and the alert play by Blake Lund. This is the kind of stuff that he's done all year long. He's able to save the play at the best time and then just catching Great Lakes off guard. Great Lakes are not able to get themselves in a good position. And this is not a team that's been known to make great plays in transition. They're trying to work their way down the court, but yet the ball handling has gone bad within those last 2 sequences for the Crusaders, and it's just gone against them. And Lawrence Tech took advantage of it, and they transitioned their way down the other way.
Unbelievable back-to-back sequences for the Blue Devils. First, the hustle. There, a great save by Blake Long, and then Brandon Beaver is able to finish, and then the turnover from one half of the court to the other end, and then Brandon Beaver puts up the 3. That is unreal for the Blue Devils there, and they are now up by 19.
Largest lead of the night and 7 fast break points. That's what you do in transition. You get it on the fast break, you work it quickly, you find the open man, and you make it count. Lawrence Tech, this is a great team within transition, and when they get hot, they are very hot, very hard to stop. We've seen it all year long, especially in the greatest of games when they knocked off Cornerstone by 7. You know how tough it is to knock off a team like Cornerstone by 7 points. It is all the stretches, the fast break points, in which gives them leads, and they hold the lead.
Incredible by the Blue Devils there. We're now down to the final 4 minutes of the first half of play. Montez Finds Williams Day. Stripped away. Here comes Nathaniel Ward on the break. Nathaniel Ward, no!
Lost the handle midair.
Great Lakes Christian gets a break. Montez for three. No, couldn't connect. Here comes Brandon Beavers for LTU.
That was a bit interesting. They had nobody inside the paint. Normally, Great Lakes Christian, they had plenty of guys down low to get those offensive boards, but on that sequence, they had nobody inside the arc.
Here's Ward. Finds Lund. It swooped it around and couldn't finish it off. And Wright Jr. looks like he got tripped and it went out of bounds.
Brief pause to basically wipe off it, but yeah, he got tripped up there. Darian Banks trying to turn around, looking for the ball, but got tripped over his own feet. So one break on one side for the Crusaders when Ward literally lost it out of his fingertips midair, and then Lawrence Tech caught a break the other way around for the turnover.
Nathaniel Ward on the perimeter, inside the paint, able to strip it. And looks like it will go Great Lakes Christian's way.
That's a great play by Jalen Johnston. He got Nathaniel Ward with the ball on his hip. So therefore, got around, put the claw on, and he just hold on for dear life until the whistle blows.
Great play there. Jalen Johnson, 5'10", junior guard from right here in Detroit. All right, Junior, impressive there. Three-point try, short of the mark. Here comes Brandon Beavers. 2:36 to go. McEvans at the baseline. Kicks it out. Here comes Beavers. Three-point try is good.
Too easy for Beavers. Realizing the pressure, put up the big pump fake for Kevin Wright Jr. and just step aside. Lawrence Tech knows the kind of windows they have. For Gonzalez, he's a tall guy. He can get over anybody. For all the shorter guards, they know to put the fakes, step aside, and give themselves more room.
Right, Junior stripped away. Brandon Beavers racing down the court. Brandon Beavers, he lost it on the handle, but Ward able to break free. Kicks it out. Giannis, three-pointer try is off the back iron. And it's picked up by Jalen Johnson, the Mid-East Regional Champs of 2023. Three-point try, in and out. Picked up by Blake Lung. Under 2 to go here in the first half. Brandon Beavers, 18 points and 8 rebounds in the game against U of M Dearborn back on Wednesday. Kicks it out. Giannis tries his luck for three again. And it's picked up by Kevin Wright Jr. Now Crusaders will go on to break, and it's stripped away once again. Brandon Beavers, can he finish it off? Yes, he can. Man, Brandon Beavers is having a field day within these last couple of minutes.
So make that now 9 fast break points, 6 steals.
And lost it on the handle with Jalen Johnson.
And now 11 points off of turnovers. And Brandon Beavers, he's within the top 5 of the conference, that being the Wolverine Hoosier. He's the top 5 within steals per game. He's averaging over 3 steals per game.
Incredible there for Brandon Beavers, who is definitely putting in all the work for the Blue Devils side. Right now down to the final minute. Blue Devils up by 24, 51-27. Giannis will find McEvans. Trying to have some space. McEvans in the paint, being double teamed for a moment, but McEvans able to break free and gets it done. Nick Evans now with 10 points tonight and 4 for 5 for the field. Back on a response, and Lamar Matthews with a block. We're down to 35 seconds. McEvans will try again for three. No, picked up by Montez on the defensive rebound. Jalen Winters puts on the brakes. Shot clock now turned off with 21 seconds to go. Montez defended by Beavers. Montez will take his time and milk the clock here. Giannis gets called for the foul.
Yeah, you notice it's kind of a little bit too close right there. And you can only have so much of a gap in between you and your defender. And for Unosis, he basically just closed it too soon.
And for the first time tonight, we will see Dario Milojevic, I should say. And Gabe Montez will head to the line. He is a 50% free throw shooter. And couldn't connect. Picked up by Beavers now with 6 seconds to go. Majelovic, Big Evans lost it on the handle, but it was last touch. And it will stay with LTU with under 2 to go.
No, it was good ball movement. It was the right idea. First by Perkins, and then by Malachek, trying to find McEvans down low. So this could be one last second shot. They're going to easily kick out and put up a 3. It's basically good ball movement.
So let's see what they can do. McEvans almost had it at the buzzer, but that will conclude the first half of play. And the Blue Devils with a commanding 53-27 lead as we head to the break.
No, this has been a great showing for Lawrence Tech, and all due to the steals and the points off of turnovers. They have a total of 6 steals, 9 fast break points, and also the bench coming through courtesy of McEvan and Lund. 16 bench points total and 8 turnovers for Great Lakes Christian. And for Lawrence Tech, they converted 13 points off of those 8 turnovers, and the largest lead now being 26. And for Lawrence Tech now leading in all rebound categories with 22 and still shooting the 3 ball very efficiently. 10 out of 20, a solid 50% in this first half.
And of course, Brandon Beavers now leading the Blue Devils now with 15 points, 3 for 4 from downtown. So we'll see you back here in about 15 minutes time with the Blue Devils leading Great Lakes Christian 53-27. Welcome back, everybody, to Don Real Fieldhouse as we get ready to begin the second half. Blue Devils leading 53-27 over Great Lake Christian College. Great to have you with us here on the LTU Sports Network. I'm Jan Booker alongside John Snow. Erdoni finds Giannis. He had a lane and gets called for the foul, and Giannis will head to the line for the first time here in the second half.
Yeah, Naquan Williams-Day is going to be called for an early foul as Unusos, he had a wide open lane and instantly tried to go after it, and for Williams-Day, he just couldn't allow that to happen, so he reached out and committed the foul, hoping for a couple of misses.
Where's Giannis? Gets the first try. He is now 2 for 3. He was 1 for 2 back in the first half. And now let's see if he can go 3 for 4. And he does that. So Giannis and Tulis will get the job done and extends the Blue Devils lead now up to 28. Going down to 4 underneath, stripped away by Nathaniel Ward. And here comes Brendan Beavers, who is having a field day back late in the first half. Let's see if he can get things going here early in the second. Giannis pivots around, finds Donnie. He gets it to go.
Easy front door cut and an off-balance shot. That's what they've been trying to do for most of the first half, but that time they're able to start off strong here in the second with that same front door cut.
Aaron Donnie now with 8 points tonight. It is a 30-point lead for the Blue Devils. Largest lead so far. Kicks it out. Williams-Day, three-pointer, and gets it to go. Down to 27 for the deficit for the Crusaders.
For Great Lakes Christian to get back in this, they're going to have to shoot their way out, but also they had such elite ball movement to start out the first half, and then it kind of went out in shambles, so they got to get to great passing and not allowing any more turnovers.
Gonzalez, in and out, almost gets it to go, but it went in and out.
Now 3 out of 5.
Wright Jr. will find Williams-Day. Williams-Day defended by Gonzalez. Now Wright Jr. will try his luck for 3 and gets it to go. Not even 2 minutes into the game. And the Crusaders definitely get things going.
Just like the Lawrence Tech way, they shoot their way out of a deficit, so it's just chipping away at this point for the Crusaders.
Gonzalez at the lane, he gets called for the foul.
You could hear the slap from all the way up here. He got right on the arm, that being Williams-Day. He's going to be, that's his 3rd foul, and 2 already in the second half.
So Alejandro Gonzalez will head to the line. Of course, 3 for 5 in field goal range, but this is his first 2 attempts from the free throw line. Gets it on the first one.
You mentioned the stat line, 3 out of 5. His first 2 misses didn't come until his last 2 attempts.
Of course, Gonzalez, of course, picking up a double-double, 12 points and 10 rebounds, and he connected on the second one. Of course, 12 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double against U of M Dearborn back on Wednesday night.
That's just his agility, being at 6'6". He can shoot it over anybody. He can definitely get up there with the boards.
Here comes Dyson, kicks it out. Here comes Banks. And it gets blocked by Ward, but he will get called for the foul.
It was obviously very close to a travel there, but again, they try to close the gap. Dolney tried to jab in, and then Ward tried to get his hand in there as well. But again, it's going to be Ward. It's only his first foul, so nothing to be overly concerned about because they need him on the defense inside the paint.
Absolutely. And the first one is good from Darian Banks, who started every game since November the 4th. And of course, he was 3 for 5 for downtown, 6-11 from the field. And couldn't connect it on the second try, so Giannis able to pick it up on the defensive rebound. Beavers gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez able to race down the court with a burst of speed. Giannis finds Donnie. Gonzalez underneath, Donnie! Easy finish, but what a pass made from Gonzalez.
No, it was just that same front door cut from the far elbow of the free-throw line. Donnie has been exposing that now for 2 straight series.
Here comes Williams-Day. Williams-Day, of course, with 7 points. Three-point try was missed by Rasheed Dyson. Beavers bounce pass it over to Nathaniel Ward. Trying to get a finish it off, and he does.
It's those plays in transition. Eyes up the court, he saw Ward coming up to his left, and then Ward just realizing his position of his feet and just being patient.
63-34, and the miss by Wright Jr. on a three-point try. Here comes Brandon Beavers racing down the court. Brandon Beavers with 15 points. He leads the team tonight in points. Trying to go for 17, but gets called for the foul. And Brandon Beavers will head to the line.
Yeah, Darian Banks on the trailer got the contact from underneath, and Beavers will head to the line. Beavers 2 rebounds away from having himself yet another double-double. He set a new milestone, the first ever modern era triple-double in December when they faced Concordia on the road.
So Darian Banks, his second foul today, third for Great Lakes Christian here early in the second half. And Brandon Beavers will get the first one going.
And also the new all-time leading scorer, that being Brandon Beavers. It accomplished that in the game against Cornerstone. He only needed 6 points to tie at 7 to take over, and he took care of that no pronto.
Impressive records from Brandon Beavers. Donnie went off strong, and we'll go Great Lakes Christian's way.
Yeah, Ward trying to go after the ball on a free chance.
It was Nathaniel Ward with the second foul. So right now it is a 30-point lead for the Blue Devils. The largest lead, of course, was 30, but the largest lead that they had against U of M Dearborn was 40. Beavers zigzagging over, trying to get the turn. Fadeaway jumper! Brandon Beavers! How do you do, my friend? He now has 18 points tonight.
No, that's just a flair for the dramatic and a flair for the athletic. Basically realizing where he was and then faking the way on the drop step and then just easy fade away.
Kicks it out. Oh, looks like it hit off of.
Yeah, that was a delayed call right there by the official. He got blocked right in front by Williams. They didn't see that it hit off the foot of Beavers, but still made the right call. You can only get away with that if it gets off like your shin or the knee, but when it hits foot, plays dead.
So Wright Jr. will inbound the basketball, gives over to Williams Day. Williams Day being double teamed, and he finished it off. Hey, Williams, of course, averaging 12 points per game and averaging nearly 27 minutes per game coming into tonight. Nathaniel Ward underneath. Lost it for a moment. Finds Beavers. Fire to Nathaniel Ward, and he missed it on the dunk. And it will go out of bounds there. Nathaniel Ward, I gotta be honest, Nathaniel Ward is a great player, and he really does well with the shooting and the dunks, but always gotta time your dunks as well.
Yeah,
just a lesson.
One thing about Nathaniel Ward, I talked to head coach Josh Pickens about him, is that he is their emotional leader. And basically he is their vocal leader as well. No matter if it's on the bench, in the locker room, or on the court, he is talking the most out of anybody else. And if he's on, then everybody else is on. And that could be said. And also, he was recruited via Brandon Beavers and also former player Isaiah Cumberland, all those guys familiar with the Columbus area down in Ohio.
All right, now here comes Jalen Johnson on the jumper, pulls up short, picked up by Nathaniel Ward. The good thing about Nathaniel Ward is that he averages nearly 13 points per game. Started every game so far this season. And a turnover. Here comes Great Lake Christian, Jalen Johnson, and he gets a foul and a chance for a three-point play.
And it's going to be on Aaron Dolney. He's kind of laughing it off at this point. Like he knows basically that he's at his third foul, and we're going to go into our first media timeout, second half.
So media timeout, 66-38 in favor of the Blue Devils. They're on the roll right now.
Curiosity arrives, lighting a path you tenaciously pursue. The unknown presents new challenges, drawing you to a future ready for change. you'll find your calling is closer than imagined. A destination with all the technology and tools to make magic. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just four walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
All right, we are back here with 14:38 to go. Blue Devils up by 28.
Now, one thing to definitely mention is that Lawrence Tech only has 4 turnovers. This is a team that's averaging just above 10, but yet they have the best turnover ratio in the entire conference. They lead of just that averaging of 10. Everybody else is going up in the ranks.
Jalen Johnson connects it on a three-point try. Of course, he has 4.3 rebounds and 1 assist against Kuiper. And now the thing, Brandon Beaver is able to strip away. Shamar Matthews coming onto the floor. Also along with Cameron McEvans being double teamed. And the foul.
Yeah, this is the first time that we really saw the Crusaders use that full court press, because they are aggressive on their defense, whether it's in soft man or soft zone. But yet they are up in your face. They are really giving you tight windows. But that time they really tried to take the ball on a strip.
Shamar Matthews on the ball. Trying a three-point try, and Shamar Matthews able to put it home. He got his first points of the game.
Yeah, it's a senior from West Bloomfield. Hasn't gotten a lot of time in, but he is still another good reliability off the bench, especially with the ball handle.
Here comes Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson, of course, with 3 points on the board. We'll find Hunter Wolson, who just came on. And a nice, easy finish from Darian Banks. You can bank on that money right here.
Quick foul from behind by Jalen Johnson, but no, that was just one hell of a jab step right there by Darian Banks, able to get around McEvans and then in the same stride get inside the paint and a one-step finish.
So Shamar Matthews will inbound the basketball on the near side of the court. Of course, the Blue Devils' next game will be against Aquinas on Wednesday night, and of course for Great Lake Christian, they'll be heading on to Moody Bible tomorrow afternoon. Here comes Giannis, who just came back on. Finds Beavers in the paint. Beavers ducks it home!
It's only efficient if you do it the best, and that's Beavers' way. Beavers can take control just like that, no matter if it's a 30-point lead or a 2-point lead, or even down in a deficit.
And a response was made by Naquan Day Williams, who's starting the last 5 games coming into tonight. White Lung on the ball, bounces back over to McEvans. 13:04 to go here in regulation time. Matthews will find Beaver. He'll try his luck for 3. No, picked up by Williams Day. Naquan Williams Day stripped away, goes for it, couldn't connect, picked up by Giannis. And Giannis now with a burst of speed, finds Blake Lung. Long hooks it over. Lost it for a moment, but Giannis will able to pick it up. Giannis trying to go inside. And Giannis will head to the line and shoot 2.
That's basically what Giannis Janulsis likes to do. He basically will analyze his shooting options and then take the drive towards the basket. And for Lawrence Tech, this is where they need to be. Consistent leads, consistent responses, because they have a long home stretch coming up. They got 3 straight home conference games. They got Aquinas, like you mentioned, next Wednesday. But then here's some of the top teams, Rochester and Indiana Tech here at home. Rochester gave them a run for their money, took the loss on the road. Indiana Tech, they made things close on the road down there in Fort Wayne. These will be crucial matchups leading right here at home, coming up within the last week of January and the first week of February.
So you saw Giannis, of course, make the first try. And Jamar Matthews coming back onto the floor. And couldn't connect it on the second try. Picked up by Wright Jr. And there's 12 and a half to go here in regulation time. Wright Jr. going all alone. It was deflected.
It hit the top stanchion, so instead of it being a takeaway, Great Lakes gets a break.
Wright Jr. will inbound the basketball. He has 11 points tonight, along with 5 rebounds and 1 steal to his credit. He'll hook it over to Jalen Johnson. Stripped away. Here comes Blake Long. And Long able to put on the break. Finds Giannis. Looks it over to Cameron McEvans. To the baseline. Evans gets it as a foul! Cameron McEvans put that one on YouTube and like it. Talk about being double teamed, and he just manages to get the score off the glass, and he'll get a chance to shoot one more. Unreal for Cameron McEvans.
He's the most consistent guy. He's done it from the three-point range, but this is more about him working inside the paint and taking aggressive drives and just shooting the finish. He's only taken a certain amount of three-point shots, but he's being more consistent inside the arc this time around in his field goals, and now he gets to pay it off.
Cameron McEvans 1 for 1 tonight from the free throw line and make it 2 for 2.
I think as we see the Blue Devils keep responding, we'll probably see Josh Pickens go deeper into his bench.
Right now, the largest lead tonight is 32. And a great response from Kevin Wright Jr. Kevin Wright Jr. is definitely putting some good work here for the Crusader side. Here comes McEvans trying to hook it up. Finds Blake Lund. Giannis finds Ward. Ward, you can see things wide open, and Nathaniel Ward with the easy deuce.
That's just quick feet. And one thing about Ward is that when he is light on his toes, he is hard to stop, especially deep inside the paint.
Montez, three-point try, couldn't miss. And Jamar Matthews able to get things going. The Blue Devils are definitely dominating right now. Here goes McEvans with a three-point try. And now the lead is now up to 50, up to 35. Now that's the largest lead at 80-45. And we will get a timeout on Great Lakes Christian.
I mean, at this point, they just got to extinguish the fire. This could be probably the highest scoring game of the season for Lawrence Tech, as they've already reached the 80 mark, and we're not even halfway through the second half. And this is going to be a rather full timeout. So basically, this has just been one hell of a clinic, pardon my language, but still, this has just been an absolute display. 16 points now for McEvans, 20 for Beavers on the night. But it's also been about the defense, too. A combined 8 steals in this game. Beavers with 3 of them, and as we mentioned, just 1 rebound away from a double-double. And for McEvans, he has 1 steal in the night. And for Lund, he's also got 2, put down 6. And we have 5 players within double digits. And for basically all of it, Lawrence Tech, this is probably their best, most efficient outing that they've had all year long.
So we'll keep an eye on Brandon Beavers, who had 9 rebounds to his credit. We'll see if he can get a double-double. And of course, one thing to mention on the Blue Devil side against U of M Dearborn, they have dominated the glass, out rebounding the Wolverines 54 to 35, generating 19 second chance points for 4 to the home side. So we'll keep an eye on Brandon Beavers and see if he can get another rebound.
So the highest scoring game that they've had so far was 92. That was against Northwestern Ohio earlier on. They could easily pass that tonight at the rate at which they're going, as we're almost at the halfway point of the second half.
Let's hope we can get to, I'm hoping, by this game, man, hopefully we can get towards 94. That could be it. That could be it. Or past 92.
It's all about responses at this point.
Gabe Montez gets it and the foul. Gabe Montez will head to the line for the first time.
Good aggressive drive by Montez, trying to help Great Lakes Christian chip away at this deficit, and that's just what you get as a reward.
And that's the third foul for Alejandro Gonzalez.
Hey, for Gonzalez, he's had a good night. Gonzalez has had a good night efficiently. He helped out everywhere he could on the rebound, the defense, efficient shooting from beyond the arc.
So Shamar Matthews able to get things going here. He got 3 points tonight. Here comes Miljelovic. Matthews defended by Winters to the baseline, kicks it out. Lung, 3-point try. It's good. Blake Lund able to put it home, and he has 9 points tonight.
That's one thing for Lund. He's been able to shoot more around rather than more of the defense.
Able to go on the turn, kicks it out. Montez being double teamed. Jumper by Montez, couldn't connect. And it's stripped away, but it's picked up by Gonzalez. Here comes McEvans now. McEvans with 16 points on the board and puts it home the easy deuce.
So make that 8 out of 11 for the field goal range tonight. And he's only 2 out of 4 from 3-point range. This is all him in his inside game.
Winters inside the perimeter, and he kicks it. What a response there from Jalen Winters. Jalen Winters, of course, putting up his first 2 points on the board.
It's all about response at this point. For the Crusaders to chip away, they've got to have a response every single way and on every single defensive stride.
McEvans underneath, gets it and finds the easy deuce.
Another 20-point game performance. He had 21 against Dearborn, 33 against Cleary. This could definitely seal him for Player of the Week.
No doubt about it. Winters pulls up short, and Lung will get things going for the Blue Devils. Under 9 to go in regulation time. Finds Gonzalez, he'll try his luck for 3! And now they got 90.
Just keep shooting and keep chipping away. It is unreal. And now that's 14 for Gonzalez, 6 rebounds as well. He has done his job tonight, along with 2 assists.
Gonzalez now 4 for 6 from downtown. And here comes Williams Day. And Williams Day gets called for the foul.
Gonzalez is trying to plead his case that Williams Day had a hook around him. And that's going to be his 4th foul, but as you can see, we've got a couple of guys coming off the bench. This is where I think Josh Pickens is going to try to lean on his bench a little bit more, give some guys some play time, and basically rest the starters because they have done their job tonight. All the main starters and guys at the bench, they've done their job.
Yeah, good. And the first attempt was made by Williams Day. And of course, Joshua Perkins and Gregory Wilkinson coming on. Gregory Wilkinson, of course, averaging 1.2 per game, and Joshua Perkins averaging 1.4 points per game. So Naquan Williams Day will try a second attempt and couldn't connect. Matthews trying to go for 93, but couldn't connect.
I mean, this team's, yeah.
Nice breakaway chance. Naquan Williams Day, and he'll head to the line once again.
I mean, at this point, it's just really about testing out the bench, see what guys come through it in the best. And Lawrence Tech now just 1 foul away from putting Great Lakes Christian in the bonus. And Wilkinson is a guy, 6'7" sophomore from Fowlerville. He is one of the promising young talent. Because you got to get young guys at height, because this league, this conference, it gets tougher and tougher every single season with the amount of talent and the rankings. It is just that tough to compete with.
So no doubt about it. Blue Devils, of course, coming into tonight, they are in 4th. They might go up to 3rd by the time being, as the second try was made by Williams Day.
Now we'll see how these guys off the bench respond to this full court press.
Full court press indeed. And here comes Perkins with his first touch of the ball. Perkins will find Shamar Matthews, defended by Winters. 8 minutes to go in regulation. I get things double team. Miljelovic with an easy dunk. Oh, baby. Now the Blue Devils got 92.
That is what you call a proper hammer with a little bit of hang time on it.
Banks puts it on the easy deuce.
You got around Pietro Minari off the bench, and this is what really is the test. Can they hold it to within a low-scoring affair as Matthews lost his balance and fell out of bounds? But with a lot of time left, this is going to give Josh Perkins a lot of time to analyze the rest of his roster, because he is a loaded roster with a lot of promising young talent, and this is basically a 5 group right here that could definitely be the future of this program.
Absolutely, and no doubt about it, these teams is definitely improving. They're trying to make sure to maintain the focus there. As you can see, foul is called.
You can even see the starters, they're still communicating. They're still yelling out, saying, like, you got to get your hands up. You got to stay with them. Those are just leaders right there. Those are born natural leaders that even when they're not on the court, they're still taking charge.
Absolutely. Couldn't connect. And here comes Samar Matthews. Majelovic, three-point try. Got it! It's 95 for the Blue Devils.
A new season high.
Trying to go for it, and there's a response from Darian Banks. Darian Banks down with 15. Or 13, I should say. 13 points.
This thing could easily get into triple digits.
Hopefully, I hope they can go into triple digits. Oh my goodness!
They're on their way there.
Matthews. It's now 98 to 56 with 6.5 to go. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this. Here comes Winters trying to get a response. Come on, guys, let's go for 100. Matthews puts it on the easy deuce, and it's now 100 to 56. Woo. It's been a shootout there so far, and Kevin Rice Jr. able to get the response, and we got a timeout on Great Lakes Christian.
I mean, first time in a long time, definitely, in which Lawrence Tech has reached triple digits in a game during the year. But this is just the consistency right here. They could open up a 50-point deficit at this rate, as we are definitely searching through the history books trying to find an answer.
It is the largest lead tonight. I mean, it is the largest lead of, the largest lead was 44. I thought it was going to be the largest lead, but not yet.
You're okay there, partner. You're okay.
The largest lead, of course, was 156.
But to talk about efficiency, this team is shooting 53%. 16 three-pointers made tonight out of 30 chances.
So right now, Samar Matthews able to get things going. Pedro Mundry able to come onto the floor. Joshua Perkins, 103 to 58.
I mean, look at the bench. All the starters, the captains, they just can't believe it. And they're going to call a foul here. It doesn't really put the difference at this point. I mean, this is efficiency that we're seeing off the bench, and this is what Josh Pickens wants to see out of his bench.
There's a lot of records to be made here.
I mean, one record's already been broken this year by Brandon Beavers, the all-time scorer now, and then also set the first ever triple-double in the history of the modern era.
Unreal. We may have some broken records here tonight. And a connection made by Darian Banks.
I mean, this is only the 5th meeting ever between these two teams, and it's been a while. It's been a couple of years. Last time they matched up was 2020 during the COVID season, and Lawrence Tech handled their business. They are 4-1 against Great Lakes Christian and on their way to being 5-1 overall.
Here comes Samar Matthews. He's defended by Ray Askin, the freshman guard from Baltimore, Maryland. Here comes Perkins, who had a three-point try earlier. Perkins kicks it out. Mondre. No, picked up by Wilkinson. Perkins will get it again. Kick it out, Matthews. Couldn't get his leg And it's picked up by Hunter Wilson. Hunter Wilson's a 6'4" junior guard from Clare, Michigan. Able to kick it out, three-point try, and it stepped out of bounds. The attempt was made by Ray Askins, and we will go the Blue Devils' way with under 5 to go.
Yeah, they set a program record earlier against Northwestern Ohio. They had 46 three-point shot attempts, and a steal.
Able to strip away. It's a one-on-one break. Askins gets tripped. No call given. Play continues on. Three-point try. Couldn't get to it. That was Damari Reed. Stripped away. Damari Reed. Couldn't get the easy finish. Matthews with 4:25 to go.
Let's just see how the bench responds. They kind of got soft right there. They got a couple of steals. Therefore, that's turnovers. You got to be able to respond.
Mijalovic at the perimeter, defended by Grizzle. Matthews. Not able to kick things out slowly, and it's intercepted by Damari Reed.
That was a bad pass there by Matthews. He had too many defenders, too much of a wall. You can't make that pass off the pick and roll.
It will get on the floor, and that's a block on Mijalovic. And it will still be Great Lakes Christian with 3:50 to go. 103 to 60 in favor of the Blue Devils. And of course, the largest lead, of course, was 45. Blue Devils lead by 43. And it's a bad pass all around from Dawson Grizzle, the 6'4" junior forward from Delton, Michigan. So Giannis will head back on for the final 3:44. Shamar Matthews put it on an impressive performance tonight. 8 points tonight, 3 from 5 for the field. Mijalovic. They will wait for it. Mondry at the pay, blocked away and stripped away. And here comes Great Lakes Christian. Grizzle on the jumper and got it.
Basically, at this point for Great Lakes Christian, they got to try and make it a lot better than what it is, especially for them moving forward, because their conference, especially definitely one of the tougher ones within NCCAA, and being within the tournament last year.
And Gregory Wilson gets fouled. So Gregory Wilson will head to the line for the first time tonight. Gregory Wilkinson was making his 6th appearance for the Blue Devils. Scored 2 points in 1 and 6, 2 for 2 from the first goal line as he couldn't connect on the first drive.
Now for Wilkinson, that was his first test. Able to work down low, use his height to his advantage, and able to get up and pay it off with the 3 throws.
Right now, the Blue Devils are definitely in the driver's seat.
It's all about finishing it out. You want to be given a lead, you go to your bench and be able to finish it out from here.
Try and hit off the stanchion. So it'll still be Blue Devils ball. And you can hear Brendan Beaver saying, "Let's go, you guys." So right now the Blue Devils will go to work. They have a 103 to 62 lead. Wilkinson at the paint. Floater couldn't get it on the pass. Dunker. Wilkinson's got it.
That's just Joshua Perkins not giving up on the play, crashing the offensive board, something that Lawrence Tech has not done a lot and very consistently, and that's just Perkins showing the hustle.
Trying to go for the jumper, and it's connected well. And it's William Green. Gets the easy finish. Here comes Matthews, able to kick it out. Perkins. Able to draw. Oh my goodness! Perkins almost had it. That was nasty.
Wow, the handles, Joshua Perkins.
My
mean,
goodness.
if he would have finished up that bucket, this place would have gone insane. The finish off would have been an incredible night for Lawrence Tech.
That would have blown off the roof. here at the Unreal Fieldhouse. Here comes Marjorie with 90 seconds to go, finds Matthews.
I mean, you saw like Jalen Green crossing up Luka Doncic and then making the bucket, but Perkins, he had the handles of his own.
Oh, and that stripped away. And here comes the fast break for Damari Reed. And oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Damari Reed coming up short. I thought he had it for a moment.
Just trying to do
now
too much in that.
Minute of regulation, and then with last shot off of William Green. Damari Reed had an open basket. You know what this will remind me of? Brandon Knight from a few years ago when he was with the Milwaukee Bucks, and he had that game-winning basket coming, but then all of a sudden he just missed it.
I mean, it's one of those moments in which you analyze your space around you, and if you know that nobody's going to try to press you after what the game it is right at this point, this is basically you got to finish it. Don't do too much. Just keep it simple. You just got to realize the situation at hand. But this team for the Crusaders, it's promising. They are in a tough league. They've made the championship many years consistently. So it's promising. They just got to keep working up towards the ranks.
And the foul is on Majalovic. And that will give Hunter Wilson his first 2 chances at the free-throw line. He only had 2 rebounds and 2 assists and 1 steal. So, of course, like we said, the Blue Devils will take on Aquinas next Wednesday night in part of another homestand for the Blue Devils. Now, of course, for Great Lakes Christian, they'll be taking on Mooney Bible tomorrow. Hunter Wilson able to connect it there. So the Blue Devils hopefully to take their time and milk the clock. That shot clock being turned off. Able to strip away Damari Reed. And Damari Reed will able to let that go. But what an impressive, remarkable, dominating performance by the LTU Blue Devils men's basketball team as they come away with their 5th straight win and 7 of the last 8 as they defeated Great Lakes Christian by the final of 105-66. 105 is now a team high for points tonight, Jon Snow.
Team high, the highest scoring game for Lawrence Tech this year, probably the best efficient shooting performance in which they've had all year round. And also, this is their 13th win tonight. That ties the modern era for most wins in a season. They finished last year with 13 wins to end it, and then back in 2019 they had 13 wins. But they've got plenty of season left to break that record here in the modern era since the rebirth of the program. But to give you an idea how efficient everything was, 39 out of 67 shots from inside the arc. That's 58% shooting. And then from three-point range, as always, 17 out of 34. That's still a 50% shooting percentage from at three-point range. So everybody, including the bench, they threw in all the bench within under 10 minutes, worth to give them plenty of time to adjust to the system. This is just a flat-out tremendous performance by the offense here tonight. And they got a long road. They got a long homestand against some of the toughest teams in the conference.
Yeah, we cannot wait for that on Wednesday night when they take on Aquinas. So the Blue Devils, of course, improved to 13-7. The Crusaders of Great Lakes Christian falls to 9-8. We want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to our LTU Sports Network coverage of men's basketball. Stick around because when we come back, we got men's volleyball coming your way, coming up tonight at 7:30. But for now, for Jon Snow, I'm Jan Vogler. What a dominating performance. Blue Devils getting the win, 105-66.